Good morning, guys. Welcome to my quiet time room. So this is a room upstairs in the back of our home, just a small room. And this is where I come to spend time with Jesus every day. It's also where I come to write messages. It's where I come to study the Bible. It's where I come to pray. And so every morning I come to this room and I make sure I have my Bible with me. So I read the complete Jewish Bible. Now, as we've shared with you many times, many of us here at Acts Church read the one-year Bible reading plan. And so I go online to oneyearbibleonline.com. I get the plan for today, and then I read that plan in the complete Jewish Bible. And one of the things I love about it is there's actually several things, but a couple of those things are, every year I read things new that I didn't see before, even though I've read them like I didn't see, and God gives new revelation. But another thing I like is that maybe one year you get some revelation on something, but the next year you come back to that and it's just really timely and God is reminding you, hey, this is something really important I showed you and it's for now. You need to understand it. You need to get it. And so, of course, I have my Bible with me, the complete Jewish Bible, have my journal, have my cup of coffee, and I have my readers. I've got to have them to read the Bible. And today I just want to share with you just one of the stories here in the book of Luke. And so this story you're really familiar with. It's the feeding of the 5,000 that happens in Bethsaida. So this is a very Jewish story where Jesus is feeding a large group of Jewish people. And so you guys know he tells the disciples you go get them something to eat. And so they bring Jesus the loaves of bread and the fish. And I just want to read you a verse or two here. And it says, "Then he took the 5 loaves and the 2 fish, and looking up toward heaven, he made a bracha, or a blessing. And he broke the loaves, and he began giving them to the Talmudim, his disciples, to distribute to the crowd. And everyone ate as much as he wanted, and they took of what was left over, 12 baskets full of broken pieces." Now this is one of those times where, God had revealed something to us years ago. And as I read it today, I'm reminded, and I've just got to put my Bible down and say, okay, God, I'm reminded of what you revealed to us. What are you saying to us, and is this applicable today? And so let me just replay the story for you just a moment. And you may have heard us share this at church before, but Jesus took the bread. So it's in his hands, right? He took the bread, it's in his hands. He looked up toward heaven, he blessed it, he broke it, and then he gave it away. And so let's look at that again. He took the bread in his hands, it's all in his hands. He blessed it, he broke it, and then he gave it away. And man, just the revelation is God, this is God's MO. This is what he does in our lives many times. He's not mean or sadistic, but he wants to turn you, he wants to turn me, he wants to turn us into the image of his son. And what did God do with Jesus, right? He took him, he blessed him, he broke him, and then he gave him away to the world. Jesus takes the bread, he blesses it, he breaks it, and then he gives it away. And this is really what God does with our lives many times. And not to be mean, but to change us, to mold us into the image of his son. And without breaking, we don't really have the opportunity to look like Jesus very much. And so I just want to encourage you this morning, if you find yourself in a season, or probably everyone out there right now is in one of these seasons. Are you in the season of God just now taking you? Are you in the season where he's blessing you? Are you in the season where he's breaking you? Are you in the season where he's giving you away? And really the goal is to get to where he gives us away. He's giving us away to the world to be used by him. But without going through the other 3 stages, we don't ever get to be given away. He's got to bless us, but he's got to break us. And he's got to break off these old habits in our life. He's got to break off the chains. He's got to break off some brokenness. He's got to break off some hurt, some wounds, some character issues. And man, if we just stayed in the place of blessing all the time, we would never turn in the image of Jesus. We've got to allow God to take us through the place of breaking. So if you're in a place of breaking this morning, be encouraged. That I know it sounds crazy, but be encouraged because if you are, then you're still in the hands of God. And allow God to do what he wants to do in your life, that he can turn you into the image of his son. So, the encouragement, I guess, also is Don't be dismayed or think you're the only one going through brokenness. This is what God does with every one of his children in order that we can look like Jesus. So maybe not the most encouraging word, but also is that, hey, this is God's MO. This is what he does with our lives. Love you guys. Get into the Word of God. God wants to encourage you. He wants to talk to you. He wants to spend time with you. Bless you guys. Love y'all. Have a great day.